Also check your own feeds too. Make sure.
All right.
I just
Going live?
share it.
You gonna go live?
Yeah, they went live.
Yeah, we just checking.
Okay,
I'm
I see.
doing
I'm
Instagram.
gonna share it.
All right. What's real's live? Okay, you're live.
All good.
Yeah. Not on your page.
All good in the
Not
hood.
on your page.
It's not on mine?
Yeah. For some odd reason.
Let me see.
I see what's real online.
Why it gotta be you?
I don't know. I don't know. It's not going through?
Yeah, not for yours. For some odd reason.
But on the What's Real one, it is.
Well, everyone can hear this nice
It's all right. It's all right.
nice pre-production conversation.
It's behind the scenes.
I was gonna say the BTS.
Peace. What about on What's Real?
On What's Real, you're there. So
Yeah,
why don't you
it's
share it
there.
to your-
I shared it.
Just
That's
share
me.
Yeah, just share it to your page.
Cozy.
Yeah,
Yeah,
that's
thanks
what
for
I'm
having me,
doing.
boo boo.
No problem.
All right, I'll do that. Yeah, so we are back. We are on live today. Episode 13. Can you believe it? 13. I don't know if that's lucky or unlucky, but
Yeah, that's a lucky number.
we're gonna
Lucky
keep it like
'cause we
that.
all blessed. In this
Yeah,
room.
that's
It's episode 1 for me, but
yes. That is what's up. That's what's up. So we do got a couple of new guests, co-hosts coming today live. You know, they came down to Brooklyn to do this. And so we're just going to get into it, see how everybody's week was real quick, and then jump right into what we're talking about. So to my left, we got Mr. Bobby. What's going on now?
Ooh, Bobby's
I'm good. I woke up this morning, man. And usually everything else is just a bonus. So thank y'all, and thank y'all for having me. I'm good, man. It's a good week.
Yeah, appreciate that. Everything was good, you said, this week?
Everything was good.
Yeah.
My birthday's Thursday,
Okay.
July 11th.
Okay.
is it really?
birthday,
That's my daughter's
Bobby.
birthday.
That's your
Wow.
daughter's birthday?
That's my
Look
daughter's
at that.
birthday.
Wow, July 11th. Okay.
Yeah. Your daughter's my favorite person in the world. But yeah, so I'm just happy, man. Thanks for asking.
Yeah. That's what's up. That's what's up.
Yes.
And then to my right, we have a new co-host,
Hola. It's
Miss
Wednesday.
Wednesday. Yeah. What's going on?
It's Wednesday. Nothing. You know, I'm happy to be a part of the team. I'll say, you know, a lot of unorthodox opinions that I have to give. But, you know, we'll see what happens.
Yeah, that's what's up. You know.
See how people take it.
Yeah, that's what it is. That's what's up. And then we got Dritty. You know, Dritty's always doing this thing over there in the corner. What's going on, Dritty?
No, same old. ReadyDiamond.net. Make sure you download it if you have a Samsung phone. It'll be available for the iPhone by the end of this month.
All right. And what's up, Mr. Keita?
Good morning, everybody. It is Nikita. How you guys doing today?
She was in the studio last
Good
night.
morning. Yes, I was.
That's what I was gonna
Till
say.
like
Wow.
She a trooper
3
this
o'clock
morning.
this morning. Got to put that work in, girl.
Gangster.
For real. I love music more than I love life. So
Okay. That's what's up. That's what's up. You know, for me, it was I don't know. I felt like, I didn't even know what day it was this week because July 4th was on a Thursday and it kind of felt like it was a Saturday. And I was like mixed up. I'm like, what day is it? I'm like, I still got one more
you was
day.
lit. That's what that means.
I was working. I was far as I can be from being lit. But I'm like, man, I was like, I still got one more day to go to work, you know. But got through the week. The week was good, and we're gonna jump into some topics right now. We're just gonna go straight into it. We're talking about child support first. You know, we go so many different ways.
That's how real it was.
Yeah, that's how real it was right
Yeah,
there.
right?
You know,
Phone drop.
so yeah.
Always say
Instead of a
that.
mic drop, that was a phone drop.
Right.
But it can go so many different ways. First of all, I mean, like, do you think child support, you know, is an easy way out of raising your kids?
There is no easy way out of raising your children. It's impossible.
You mean the payer?
Yeah, whoever's paying child support, you know, do you think that that's kind of like a cop-out way or easy way out of?
I mean, if they're paying child support, it doesn't necessarily mean that they're not around. They could still be around and be paying child support.
Absolutely.
And what if they're not around, but they're using that? They're saying, well, I'm paying, so it is what it is. you're on your own. I'm giving you money. So what if they look at it like that?
To me,
I mean, I don't. Go ahead. I was gonna say I don't think that.
Kind of ladies first, right?
I was gonna say they're trash.
I don't.
Super trash.
I'm not gonna say like that's right, but I don't know.
They trash.
They headaches
Tell the
anyway.
truth and shame
So
the devil.
Yeah. Well, to be 100% honest, which is not, I know, always common, but I go to court tomorrow, and if the tables are turned, and it's for the same thing. My sons are with me every day,
Yeah.
okay.
and it's not something I want to do, but to answer your question, I just feel like if you really want to be in your kid's life,
You're gonna be there.
you're gonna be there. And then number two is, some people don't even want to pay child support.
That's true.
Well, I disagree with child support.
Yeah, me too.
If
I
you gotta
don't.
pay to the government. I disagree with.
I
it.
don't
If you
agree
paying
with it.
straight to the person. I agree with that, but you got to pay to the government. I totally disagree
Yeah,
with it.
I used to feel that way too, but then when I can't speak to you
Right.
to help, like that Wi-Fi costs money. My kids they ain't coming home if they ain't got we going to grandma if the Wi-Fi off, or their laundry both together is $80. Like,
Well, they
so
gotta
you can
eat.
hold it down. Actually, I have a different perception of women. You know what I'm saying? Because now I'm in their situation, and stuff get tough. So if you're not gonna help me, I can't talk to you. You got me blocked. I don't want to speak to no judge. I ain't sleep with the judge. But you're forced. I don't want to go to jail because you're making me mad. I'm gonna end up in front of a judge anyway. Let's go.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? We need help. I didn't masturbate and have these kids.
I don't agree with child support because I don't feel like there's boundaries set in place to protect men that are actually doing what they're supposed to do, and they're dealing with females that are just being spiteful due to the
Yes.
fact that they want to be in control of whatever the situation is, whether it's they want to be in control of what the kid does, who the kid is around. Some girls are so petty that it'll be down to what you buy the kid. So
Yeah.
it's like,
Yeah, there's some
I
dads
don't know.
helping, and they're still on child
I'm
support.
torn. Like, I know that there's a lot of women that do things like that, but I feel like as far as protecting people, because I'm not just going to say just men, because some men take advantage also. People take advantage, period. But there's more than one way to skin a cat. Like, I honestly believe that if you equip yourself with knowledge, a lot of times men fall victim of these situations because they don't know anything about it. Like, there's no judge in the world that's gonna look at you and say, "Oh, you're helping take care of your kid, or your child." The bottom line for child support, the basis of it is who does the child live with. That's what they go by.
Yeah.
And the person that the child lives with is who gets the stipend or the funding or whatever the case may be. And honestly, like, I believe that if a man is taking care of his kid, get receipts. Like, a lot of times you do things, you don't have to give a woman money. You can go buy clothes for your kids. You could go do things without the woman having to ask you to go do it. And if you apply yourself and you're active in your child's life and you go get these things and you have these receipts, when you go before a judge, that's your case. A lot of times men don't have these things. A lot of times
I agree with you and disagree with you.
I was gonna say I have a friend.
But sometimes
who
the judge don't care.
He had joint custody.
It's his story.
And they kind of, you get what I'm saying, had the child the same amount of time. He has his receipts for what he does and what he takes and buys for his child, the same amount of things that she buys. And he had to pay over $600 a month in child support. And I was like,
but who does the child live with?
and they were joint custody. So
No,
3
they
days.
joint custody.
3
But who do
days. 3 days she was with her mom. 4
and 4
days
days.
she was with the dad. And I was like, where does that make any sense? The same bills she has is the same bills that he has. The same clothes that she has to buy is the same clothes that he has to buy.
Yeah.
So
He needed to get a better lawyer.
But
That's what he needs
also
to do.
too, in
if the
that
states-
situation,
but the
they ask
states-
you where he
the-
go to school
But the
too.
states matter too. Like, that was in
That's
PA,
a-
and
yeah,
PA
yeah,
is a
yeah,
Commonwealth
yeah,
state.
that's a whole different
so,
ballgame.
you get what I'm saying? They do whatever
Ruthless
they
out
get.
there.
They do whatever
It's a
they want to
Commonwealth
do.
state. That's the truth.
So it's just like, that's why I said there's not a lot of laws in place for men. Because I feel like personally, if you do have someone on child support, I feel like there should be a card with the child's name.
There
and
is.
only
in
things.
New York City though.
Oh,
I don't
see,
know
it's
about
not.
Philly.
It's not like that. It's
In
not like
New
that.
York
It's not like
City,
that in PA. And you
get
can
a-
only
you get a
buy
card.
things that are for the kid. That's how I look at that.
Yeah.
But
That's how it should be.
That's how it is here. Like, you could get the money on a card. Like, me personally, I'm about to go put my
Like,
child's father on child support.
you could get the money on the card, but do they care what you're spending on it? Because my father paid child support, but he lived in New York. We lived in PA, and
Right.
I believe it was done in New York.
Yeah.
And it just came right out of his check every month straight to her, and
Even if you don't got a job, you ain't got no check, they still get money, and you just gonna owe the government.
and
I
you
don't-
see that
I'm not
That's
familiar
what he was
with.
talking about.
right.
I'm not familiar with other states, but I just know of New York.
Right.
I've seen it go both ways. Like, you know, even me per se being in the courtroom myself with my child's father and overhearing other people's cases, I see men take their baby mothers to court and they win. I've seen men win custody of their children, and I feel like it had a lot to do with their lawyer and the
That's all I
story
need
that
is
they
custody.
told.
But do you think that
What
happens
you
more
think
often
court
than
need
not?
that to me?
Do you think
This day
that?
and age.
That's the exception,
do you
not the
think
rule.
yeah, that seems more the exception though, because a lot of men seem like they don't win those
That's
cases.
why we scared to go to court.
That
But
too,
they don't win for a lot of
that
reasons,
too.
though. They
It's
don't-
like
right,
like,
and that's where they leave it out. They like I've asked some guys like, why y'all don't go to court? Why y'all scared? Well, because of this and because of that, and they doing stuff that they know they're not supposed to be doing, and they know that
I
if they
disagree with
go, girls are gonna sit there and say, well, oh, he's selling drugs or he be smoking in the house. They're gonna say all of that. So guys, they're trying to protect themselves as far as, well, I don't want to get locked up, and I still want to be able to see
Because
my
they're
kid.
afraid.
but
None
you-
of that
you
has
gotta-
anything to do with the child.
Exactly.
You have the right
Exactly.
to have
Yeah.
a life of your own.
Exactly,
You
but
know
that's what
I
they're
mean?
gonna use, you know.
Also keep in mind that black men and the justice system never really work out for us all the time. So,
I say that.
you know what I'm saying? We go to jail for stuff we don't do. You
True.
know what I'm saying?
It's
So,
very rare. Yeah.
yeah. But I think that more brothers got to get enough courage, learn the law. Like I
Yeah.
learned that the custodial parent is the parent that the kid live with.
That's why I
You know what I'm
asked,
saying? And the
who
kid,
does a
and,
child live with?
and then they say, all right, in that situation where 3 days with me, 3 days with him, you know what the judge says? Where does he go to school?
Exactly.
You know what I'm
They-
saying?
yeah.
So, I take my sons to school every morning. You know what I'm saying? And so I went and did my research before I filed the petition. And it is what it
You
is.
gotta educate yourself.
Be
you know what I
optimistic.
mean? And then a lot of guys, I'm gonna keep it a buck. They don't want to take custody of their kid. Like you could just take your child.
That's true.
And it'll eradicate your situation.
That's true.
But then that highlights the responsibility because as a woman, you know, as a mother, like my child's father, he's there, you feel me? He's there physically, he's there emotionally, but I don't feel like he's there enough. You know what I mean? So it's like sometimes men just have to apply themselves. And if they apply themselves, I really don't think a judge is going to look at a man who can produce evidence to say that I've been abundantly and be going beyond. Like that's another thing too. Some guys think that just doing mediocre or just doing enough is okay. No, you got to go above and beyond for your child. And if you go above and beyond for your child, I
I
would
that
hate to
depends
think
on what you mean by that.
Like
like more than
Because
just
you got to
regular.
remember,
Like you
men and
providing
females are two different
necessities.
people.
I'll put it like
I'm
this.
not
It's regular.
doing certain
I-
things for my kids if they can do it on their own. Like,
But no, it's not even that. It's like I've noticed
let them grow
guys, a lot of men act helpless. Yeah, I'm not gonna say y'all. I'm using a very general term right now.
got you.
You guys act like the things that we have to figure out, you guys don't have to figure out. I literally will hear all the time, like, I have 2 kids. When I didn't have a babysitter or didn't had to have them going to daycare, you know, I had to find somebody to watch them for me while I looked for a job. And then when I got that job, I had to pay, whether it was before they got enrolled into the daycare, the $40 a day or paying whoever a day. But when it comes to guys, a lot of times I'll hear them say, well, can you pick him up because I got to go to work and I don't have nobody to figure it out. The same way I would figure it out, figure it out.
Let me ask you a question though. Do you think that happens?
I disagree with that.
Do you think
too.
that happens in situations more when the man really didn't want to have kids, so he shows
No.
less enthusiasm to act helpless?
No,
No.
I've seen a lot of men do that. Grown men, men my
Nah,
age.
I understand
No,
what
but
you're
I'm saying-
saying, but
but I'm
that's,
saying, do they-
that's mainly men that be babysitting.
What I'm saying
their
is, do they
kids.
really? What I'm saying is, are they really engaged? Like I'm saying, like if it's a struggle, like if you really wanted to be around your kids, if it's a struggle, it's
Right.
you still, even though it's like a hassle, but you'll be like, all right, I'm gonna try to figure it out. But if you really didn't want to be around your kids, you're gonna find any little excuse not to be there. So you're gonna make I can't do it. I got to go to work. I can't do it. No, I got to do
Exactly.
this. I got to get my hair cut. I got to do this. So you're gonna make excuses more so than not, in my opinion, to not be there.
Well, the situation I was talking about, the kid he's staying with his father for the summer. So that's my. It's not like they have a relationship thing and he's not around and don't be around.
Yeah.
He's just now wants the mom to figure out, well, I got to work this day, so you need to figure it out for this day. And no, you figure it out, because the same way I would have to figure it out, the same way I figured it out from the time that the child was born up until now, and I didn't ask you, figure it out. You're a parent. Use your brain as a sole parent. Each parent, in my mind, when they're with their kid, has to, I feel like, view like the other parent is not around. Do what you need to do.
Right. Arthur, what's that calling number right quick? Let me pin this.
929-337-6559.
337.
Or they could call out.
6559. Yeah, this is a call, and if you want to jump in on this.
Yeah, what's y'all? I got a lot of comments over here.
Commenting, right? That's what I was saying.
Y'all touched the nerve this morning, Sunday morning.
Yeah.
But you know what I do hate about child support? A guy that's doing the best, going above and beyond, but he left and got married, and you just being bitter, so you take him to court. Like, that's not what it's for. Like, let's be for real. Like, I have 2 sons. One is 17. One is 10. One of the moms is trying her best, though. I'm not taking her to court, because even though she don't go above and beyond like I think I would, I know her heart and I know her intent. And I'm not going to put her in front of a judge to make her life more depressed and more stressed with what she's going through. But then it's another one that's just like, figure it out. You know what I'm saying? But I was like, yo, you got to figure it out. I'm like, yo, but you said you was coming to pick him up on the weekend. Like, yo, that when I see my son cry, I cry, right? So, like, those things are, you're not going to hurt us emotionally and financially. No. Come in front of Judge Reinberg, whatever his name is, and let him figure it out.
This is true. I feel the same way too. Like, for guys that do that and the girls want to be bitter. Also, because sometimes I think it affects the person they're married to too. Like, and that's crazy to me that even able to be a thing. Like, if we have a joint account and we're married, my money
get
is
married. If you die, I still got to take care of your kids.
And if I'm living with you, you're helping feed my son. You helping do his laundry, and that becomes an argument between me and you. So a lot of marriages are messed up because of that previous.
Lord forbid you pass away and I remarry, I still got to pay your child support. That's how deep it goes.
The Mary J. Blige thing is still crazy to me.
Oh man,
that's still crazy to me, because those are not. Those were never her kids. It's so
but she got to do it.
Hold up, she paid child
she
support.
Has to, yes, for his kids.
For her stepkids?
Yes,
she got to do it.
Get that.
Because
that's New York.
Yeah.
And I'm just that one
what I
situation
learned?
does not make sense.
I could be married to you, go sleep with you, get pregnant by you, and you gotta pay child support because you married to me, and I just cheated on you, had a whole nother baby with a whole nother man, but you gotta pay child support because you're my husband.
Somebody didn't believe
That's crazy.
me.
Yeah,
I told them, they was like, oh,
those laws.
I told somebody, I was like, if you sign a birth certificate for
There's
a
ways
kid
around those laws.
and
That's
you've
yours?
been taking care that you don't know if it
They
well,
can't
I
make
think
you
that
pay
you
if you
know
don't
if
have
it's
the
not
money in
yours
the
or
bank.
something like that. But if you do it and you are with that kid and you're raising that kid and that person goes to take you for child support, they will make you.
Yeah.
They will make you.
A birth certificate is considered a government issue.
They will make you.
Contract document. Yeah, I could see that.
And I just think, you see what I mean? There's so many gray areas and so many like.
Yeah.
I appreciate.
It's great because they all the system.
I appreciate this topic, but y'all just made me don't want to have sex ever again. Man. Oh my God.
It's great. Everything is a system
Well,
within the system.
Yeah.
Like outside of the
just did
kids,
something on the abortion before,
it is
so.
an extortion from the government. You know what I mean? So
It's so crazy.
And see, when they start getting involved, we know they don't care about our kids.
they surely don't. They don't. They don't care about us.
And what you were saying earlier, brother, I used to work at Rikers Island as a social worker. And help them get Medicaid, food stamps. Yo, stop coming here, change your life around. You know what I'm saying? Yo, I used to be in the streets too. I went and got my master's degree. You could do it, right? You know, a lot of them in there for child support, so you take their license. Some of them are cab drivers. Like, how he gonna? You take him, you put him in jail.
Yep.
That's not making our life better.
no, it's not.
My kid
Not
can't
helping
see
the
it.
kid.
The kid
And
can't
that's a
see his
fact.
pops.
And that's a fact.
He can't do bus. He can't go get a CDL. Like, and he got to do 8 months and then come home. How much money you getting now? That's the bitter part I don't like.
Right.
You trying to ruin his life because he don't want to be with you no more.
That happens all the time.
Especially the girls that know if you get a raise, I'm going for redetermination. I'm going to see if I can get.
Oh man.
You're not happy? Like, I'm confused. Let him, like, you already get a little something. Let him, you get what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Be able to keep something for himself. But it's like, there'll be those people that could probably
That's why
say
I
like,
totally
oh,
disagree with y'all.
That's what he was talking about.
I don't have my kid's father's not on child support, right? And from the time I had my kids, I've been always the one that's done everything, paid for everything, bought every ounce of clothing, bought every ounce of food.
Do you feel a certain type of way that he doesn't contribute at all? Is that what you're
I
saying?
felt like this.
Tell the truth, shame the devil.
Camera. She shook her head.
I am too understanding as a person, right? And because I could see that he was trying and things weren't going the way that he wanted them to go. And it was honestly like, I looked at it more than just you're not doing. I could literally see, like, as a man, as a person, it was bothering him. I'm trying, and I can't do. Now, granted, I got tired of that and I had to skedaddle because
this is excuses.
You get what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But it's like, I wasn't going to make his life harder. I seen that it was like, you are applying for
y'all
jobs.
got a round of applause button here?
I seen that it's like, you know,
Post-edit.
you are trying. Not only that, you do have other kids. It's already hard for you. So it was just like,
How many other kids did he have?
he has 2 other kids. So it's like he has 4 altogether.
Oh.
So I was just like, I don't want to make it harder for you. If they all they're going to do is lock you up.
That's
and
very
at that
admirable.
point, I'm still not going to get no money. And then at that point, none of your kids are able to see you. And then you're in an even worse situation. So
That's using logic over your heart.
it was. I just was like, I don't want to be the person that makes it worse. You get what
Yeah.
I'm saying? And I felt like in due time, whatever karma is, like good karma, bad karma, whatever is supposed to play out into the situation, it'll do that. But I'm not going to help whichever way it's supposed to go.
Yeah.
So
I respect that, sister.
I used to
That's
be nice too,
that's
but
very eloquent.
I'm just at the point. I mean, you know, my ex-husband, he's just resentful. You know what I mean? And like I said, I feel like he should do more, and
Why you
that's
feel
pretty
that
much
way?
it, huh?
Why you feel that way?
Because my daughter asks us questions. So when I have to answer my child and explain things to my child that I shouldn't have to explain to an 8-year-old just because her father's presence, you know what I mean? Like, for example, like he doesn't call her every day. I feel like you should call your child every single day. It should not be a day that you go to sleep and you don't speak to your child. So if your child in return is saying, Mom, where's Dad? Is he okay? That's not fair to my 8-year-old child that she has to wonder where you're at. I don't care if you spoke to her the day before, but the fact is today she doesn't know where you are. So when I say he's not doing more, he needs to do more as far as in considering her. Like, you know, sometimes men are still growing up, you know what I mean? That's why I said I used to be nice and understanding, but something my daddy told me that a man's job is to make your life easier. You don't make a
yeah, my
man's
father
job
told me that
easier.
too.
So I used to care and have remorse, but listen, people put themselves in positions, right?
Mm-hmm.
And when you fall into a person's life, you cannot say, I'm going to be sympathetic to you because you made bad decisions before I came along, because you're sacrificing yourself because that person made poor decisions. So now that nice shit is out the window with me. At the end of the day, whatever transpired with you has nothing to do with me. I'm not the reason why you're in the position and you can't do what you're supposed to do. But guess what? You're going to do what you have to do besides me, because I'm not tolerating it. I'm not going to be an enabler. I'm not going to be, I don't want to be the person, like you said, to make it worse. But in the sense, I'm not going to be the person to let you get by neither, because guess what? He's going to go put his penis in somebody else, and the situation is going to keep reoccurring because nobody's teaching him a lesson. And in his mind, as long as he's in these situations, or not just your situation, but anybody, as long as they're able to say, I can't do this because of that, then they will never do it. Is people just make excuses. There's always a way to skin a cat. I don't care if you got 15 kids. I know somebody right now that's incarcerated with 6 children, and all his children want for nothing because he do what he got to do, whether it's legal, illegal. But there's no excuse for any man on this earth or any person on this earth not to do what they're supposed to do when it comes to your kid. Period. Like, you got to go above and beyond.
Can I add to that? But don't get mad at me, okay?
Nah.
When you're absolutely right. I have to just say that, like, I'm not condoning men. Like, any of my friends, they all on Facebook Live. They know. We can't be friends if you don't take care of your son. We can't have the same conversations. We can't have the same thing. Yo, Sunday night, I gotta go. I gotta take him to school in the morning.
Right.
Somebody like him, let's go get another drink, right? Like, we can't be the same.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But, however, it's something different about a child being inside of you, female, for 9 months.
That's wicked.
and you deliver him and you feed him and you feel kicks.
Yeah.
So I'm not saying women are worse. I'm just saying there's a different kind of
Something has to be
distaste
disconnected.
for this. Like they didn't come out of us. So sometimes dudes, they don't have that same connection to the child. You know what I'm saying? Which is wrong. But this thing sat in you for 9 months. You went to all them doctor appointments. The baby comes out and you don't want to see your son, your daughter.
What?
Selfish.
One of my homeboys
That's
is saying.
true.
One of my
We are
homeboys is.
selfish.
One of my homeboys, 7:30 all day. He's saying that everybody shouldn't procreate, and But
Hello, talk about it.
He's right. I was about to say the same thing.
What's
because,
his joint? I got to follow him. What's his joint?
7:30 all day.
Yo, what up, son?
Yeah, but that's true. Because I was thinking like I was gonna ask this question: do some of these dudes show their signs of their true colors before y'all mess with them?
Everybody does.
Like,
do.
so
Females
then how do you
just
feel?
Everybody.
So you have an idea
It's our
that
fault, too.
so you probably have an idea.
That's what I'm saying. You put yourself
You probably have
in
an
a
idea that
position.
they probably gonna be a whack, like
Look
a
at how
whack
they
ass
treat
dude.
people. It's not even about being whack people.
Like in
Sometimes-
terms of
I don't always go
I think we
based
ignore
off,
the signs.
I don't
What's up?
always go based off of how I see, like, okay, so some people will be like, why would you date him if when he was dating this person, he was doing this, that, and the third? Because who she is not who I am. And certain people bring out different characters of people. So that's not necessarily to say that because he didn't give a F about that girl and how he treated her
but I
and
mean
what he
after
did.
after he's with you,
Ugh.
like
But
not
I'm
not
saying-
with the old girl, but like let's
And
say
if
how
he's-
he is with.
And
I'm quiet today.
if he has those attributes, I would have to decide as an individual if I want to deal with that or not. But a lot of that has to do with, I feel like, how people are brought up in their households as to what they decide to deal with as an adult and what type of personalities and what type of flaws in a person they like to deal with.
Okay.
My family, most of them are Jehovah's Witnesses. So I was taught that everybody is imperfect. You're imperfect. So you can't hold people to things like they are perfect individuals because none of us are. So
Yeah.
when I go through something or I deal with somebody and I'm just like, okay, well, I'm not going to be like this. It's more so because if I was in that same predicament, I
Yep.
want you to be just as understanding. If it was ever me, I want you to handle me the same way. So that's just why I'm just like that all around. I'm never going to change. You get what I'm saying? It's not,
yeah.
it's not more so me being nice. It's more so just me saying like, if it were me, I would want the same type of
Understanding.
basically.
Yeah.
And it could be for anything. Life is crazy. There are certain situations where you get into it and you're like, I don't even know how I got here. Like, I don't even know how to explain this. How am I going to get out of this? And you telling people when they looking at you like, well, you got yourself into this. you did it. So why you need my help? Because I'm imperfect and I messed up and I need help.
Yeah.
Help me.
Back in the day, I used to be kind of scared. Like with certain girls, I'm like, you know what? Because there was this. I'm like, if I get this, because you could tell, like certain ones, you just know
Look
to
at
be
his
real.
face.
You know, like if I mess with her, if I get this girl pregnant, my life is a wrap. You could tell certain ones. You don't even have to know a lot. You just know my life is done.
Yeah.
And it's a wrap.
Yo.
So some of them, but some of them could trick you. I'm saying some of them could act one way, and then you. So I'm not saying
Right.
that that's
Some
people
all the
interview
time.
well.
That's
Some
Some
people
people,
interview
some
well.
people could,
Wow,
some people
too,
could, some people
for
could,
a long
some people could
time.
play a
Interview
game.
well.
They could play the game and manipulate you and all that. I understand, but some of them is just obvious.
But
And
also,
you
I
know.
think-
yo, brother, also too, like the kids. So if I have a kid when I'm 19, at 19, I'm not thinking about do you know about gratitude and spirituality
No, no.
and
Especially
are
when
you
you're
a
young.
lover and if we're broke, are you gonna cheat on me with a
But I think that's what you
millionaire?
were saying as far as growing.
So when I get older, you ask questions. You sit down with a girl, and it's like we go out to dinner, and I was like, "What does gratitude mean to you?" I wasn't asking them that, but you see the selfishness. I wasn't asking them that when I was younger, but I could see all the selfish signs from one of
Yeah.
them. You know what I'm saying? That
Yeah.
I was ignoring because she had a big butt or nice breasts, right? Like I was
That's all it
ignoring.
comes down to.
I was ignoring all the obvious
Yeah.
signs because being young and dumb. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
So-
you're not having sex with her because of her personality. That moment,
You get it?
You you're looking at her body at that. That's all you're thinking about.
But then you
so.
find out later, it's like, damn, all those selfish clues were right there in front of me. The Most High was showing me the whole time. It was my selfishness. Look at that, my selfishness about what I wanted.
Right.
I disagree.
I wasn't thinking about a future
Oh,
kid.
them
Oh,
fucking
that is,
signs.
I
I was thinking about no
disagree.
future kid.
With which part?
I seen all the signs. As long as I could fucking they didn't get pregnant, I was good.
Oh my God.
I think Wednesday made
No, but
it-
we're talking about. But what part you disagree with? You saying
Like when I was young, I seen all the signs.
no, but I'm saying the after part that don't go through your mind. You like I don't. I'm saying
Like what
I'm not
after
saying
part?
you won't still mess with them. I'm saying, but you worry after saying like, damn, I hope I don't get her pregnant. That's
Yes,
what I'm
of
saying.
course.
That's what. Yeah. So you agree with
But
us?
why?
Not
I
disagree.
agree with
But
that
if you
part.
if there's a risk, why you worried about it? Why take the risk if you're gonna be worried about it?
If it's sky blue, I
Because you
disagree.
said, because he said, as long as they don't come back telling you like, oh, that they're pregnant. But my whole thing is, if that would even be a fear for you, why take the risk?
Yes, condoms bust.
No. Well, what I'm saying is,
condoms bust.
what I'm saying is, especially when we're young, you're not always thinking about the whole thing. You're just thinking with the other head. So,
Oh yeah, that was
that's
me.
what-
I was
that's
a
what I'm
teen
saying.
parent, and that's why I said people mess
So
up
you-
because when it happened,
yeah.
my mama was like,
So even
nope.
even if you
I
know
told you.
even if you know the deal, you still might do it.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? That's
And-
what it is.
right.
That's
But
what-
in the back of your mind, you just saying, if I get her pregnant, you know your life is done.
Yes.
You know that you already know that.
Now,
but
I
I'm
already
saying
thought of taking it to court and trying to get custody.
You have kids?
that's what you thought about.
No.
Okay.
Like if it
He
was
said
to
no.
happen, you're saying if it was to
It's so
happen,
disgusting.
that's what you would do.
Yes.
Well,
I want
after
custody.
after the fact, after it's all said, but at that moment, you thinking about the custody and all that when you getting ready
That's
to
the
smash.
last thing on your
You
mind.
ain't thinking about
No,
that.
that's the
man.
last thing on my mind. But if it
I
happens,
believe
I want
Dreddy, though.
custody.
Yeah.
I believe that nigga really be like, look, I ain't getting you pregnant.
Yo.
So I just let you know.
That's why when we get older though, and people DM you or try to talk to you, you got your guard up, and they think you being bougie or you got
Right.
like, nah, I'm not going down this lane again.
Right.
Because you should live in,
Exactly.
I
you should
think
live and learn
Wednesday
by.
made
you know.
a key point is how people are brought up, is their upbringing.
Very true.
Like,
I could tell her
It's their
family's Jehovah's
upbringing,
Witness.
like-
I could tell. From just from her level.
She still trusts people.
The mother side of my family. The mother side of my family's Jehovah's Witness.
I
I'm
don't
telling
trust
you.
nobody. I look at Evan. You got to show me who you are.
It's literally a gift and a curse.
I don't, like people. People. First of all, I don't even like talking to dudes, and they be like, "Oh, I like you." Like,
Right.
no, talk to me as your friend. You want to know why? Because I want to see the good, the ugly, and the bad.
Hello.
I don't want to just see what you
Hello.
want to show me. Because people gonna be conditional regardless. They're gonna try to buy you with any
gonna
little
sell
old
you,
thing,
right.
and I don't care. Like,
I don't know. I
treat
totally disagree with
dudes-
that whole friend.
And you
thing.
definitely not trying to do another divorce,
No,
right?
I'm not. Hell no. I'm not going through emotions. I've been there, done that. I've been
I
married
agree with
already.
what
So
she
it's like,
says. I agree with what
I
Keita says,
disagree
only
because
because.
if we friends for 6 months and I ain't getting them, we ain't friends no more.
But when you
We
become
dead.
friends with somebody, you
What?
really learn them. A lot of people
No.
don't take the
You
time
gonna end
to
up
even
like- you
learn
gonna
who they're
end up in court.
dating.
No, I'm
6
saying
months.
I could know you in
got 6
everything,
months
but if
to
I ain't
live.
get what I want in 6 months,
what you
Our
want in 6
friendship is
months?
over.
All right, but
what you
what
want in
if
6 months?
what if she give it to you the first night?
Hold on. What
And the
does he
condom bust?
want in 6 months? Sex?
Yeah,
So
he-
you
Yeah,
didn't
it's a
tell
question.
me.
Right, he said
What if she
before
give it to
6
you the
months,
first
he gotta
night
have,
and the
you know.
condom bust?
But
I
hold
want
on.
custody of my
So
kid.
let me.
It don't
Okay.
matter about
You don't want no female
It don't
friends?
matter if we friends or
He gonna
not.
be the
If you
Boquisha.
get pregnant, I want my
So
kid.
you gotta have
Quisha
sex
gonna
with
let
all
you
your
know.
friends.
Yes.
I cannot.
I'm not friends with Dreddy. I'm not friends with him.
Oh my God.
We just be on the show together.
Good morning, y'all. What's up, Wendy? What's up, Mister?
Nah,
Nah,
well, you
but-
know what? You know, it's you know,
People are crazy,
But
man.
listen.
And listen, don't ever.
He
be
said
like,
that out
oh,
loud.
No,
Why
however,
not? You
however
have to
people
say it out
treat
loud. That's how you get
other
what you
people
want.
is exactly who they are. I don't care if they treat you like sunshine on a biscuit with a ray from heaven. If they treat Sam like trash, then that's who they are.
But Sam
they're
has
gonna
Wait,
do
did
wait,
that.
wait, wait, hold up, hold up.
The only
Maybe Sam
reason-
deserved to be treated like
Yeah,
trash.
maybe.
No, the
We don't know
only-
what Sam
stop,
did.
Stop. The only reason you're not being treated like trash because you ain't do what Sam did. But let you mess up one day and do whatever Sam did to put that person in that zone, you gonna be Sam.
Well, then don't be
Ain't no
Sam.
difference.
Hold up.
Don't be like, don't be Bob, right?
Just don't be. I'm a Scorpio.
Don't do
Everybody
what
can become
Sam
Sam
did.
in the instant.
And that's
That's what I'm saying.
But
But you gotta know who you dealing with.
Right, that
and you
goes
gotta
with, like,
accept it.
If
for who
I like
they
a person,
Like,
if
you know
I
how
say I
many
like
people I done
loyalty, I
dead
like this, I
already?
like that, and
Yeah.
there's certain things that you can't
They
cross.
hit me
If
up like,
that
hey, what's
person
up?
did it, and I
What you
decide
mean,
to
what's up?
forgive you, I can still have my boundaries with you. That next person that I'm now cool with, that didn't do with me, I don't have to have boundaries with you. I don't have that. You didn't do nothing to me. But if I tell you what that person did, and you go ahead and you do the same thing, okay, well, bitch, I got
You
boundaries
worse than
with your
that
ass
person,
now, too.
actually. He worse than the person
That
before.
true.
Because they didn't know. They just be ignorant. They just being who they are.
And-
But for me
right.
to tell
Yeah.
you my
And then
story,
you get what
and
I'm-
then you
right.
repeat it, that means that you really effed up, and I need to whoop your
well, that's
ass.
where it gets child support gets so crazy because. But one
Get
more,
'em.
Get these
one,
hands.
One more thing on this, and we're gonna jump into the next topic. But another thing is, this is what's obviously going on when we see basketball wise. and
What?
I don't know.
a lot of
What's
them.
going on?
I don't watch
And-
TV.
I
You
love
know me,
Basketball
educate me,
Wives, so
please.
watch how you talk about my girls.
Nah,
Hey.
educate me. I'm
But-
clueless. I'm
And that's the
clueless.
fact. I don't do love
Yeah,
and
let me
hip hop.
call
A
up
lot-
Jackie right quick. All right,
Basketball.
get her
Listen.
on the line.
Oh
But-
gosh, she said Jackie.
I just know more the general outlay of it. I don't
right,
see
so-
them like that, but I know the general outlay. But a lot of them, they call it basketball wives, and hardly any of
I
them are
get
even
it.
wives. You
I
know,
get it.
so-
Is it true?
No, but they can't
When
call
the
that
stop,
show.
Time out. When
You
the
can't
show
call that
started,
show.
time out. When the show
I like that
started,
shot.
when the show started, it was just one person
And
on
it
the
was-
show that did not
and it
that
was
wasn't
Shawnee.
married.
No, but I'm talking about
Shawnee
all-
was still with Shaq.
She was still with Shaq
when
at
they
that
first
time?
started. Yeah, the show
What?
been out for years.
But
Yeah,
I'm
I
talking-
remember when it
10
came
years.
out, but I could have sworn she was already
Oh, that's
divorced
the one
from
with
Shaq.
Kenny
No, they
Anderson
wasn't.
wife was on
They
it?
got divorced
I
with
think
that whole
Kenny
thing with
Anderson.
Kobe, and it got really, really out of
Really?
hand. But she was
I thought
still
they was
dealing
already,
with him.
but
did
I thought
too.
they was already
I know
divorced.
with
Jen,
Shaq.
Jen was still
I don't
still
think the divorce
married.
was
God,
final.
why you bring
but
that
yeah,
up?
it was just
You
one
know.
person. Ooh, look at Dritty.
See
It
where
was
it
just one
started?
person that was a thing. But they got listen. Those my girls. Them in Real
No, but I'm
Housewives
just
of
saying,
Atlanta.
but my point is-
all of those ball players on child support
But-
paying
but
out.
either
Yeah, that's
way-
my point. Is
They ain't complaining.
a lot-
All right.
They
Wait,
don't
hold up,
complain.
hold up,
The
hold
wives
up.
my
ain't
point-
complaining.
Yeah, but that's different tax racket.
Well,
Yeah, but
It
I
ain't
mean,
chicken if you got it. That's old.
my point is,
No, it's tricky
what's
if
your
you got
point
it.
about
I'll
I
say
mean,
right
but if
now.
you
Wives.
want
I don't
me to
think-
be
I don't think you
honest,
finished
if you
your
want
point.
me to be honest,
Yeah,
I don't
I-
even agree with that. Superstars should not have to pay a regular girl that
Oh,
they slept with.
They go impregnate you. A regular
for-
girl. Time out.
When I say
Whoa,
a regular girl,
whoa,
meaning
whoa.
no, when I
you
know
need status.
I'm talking
Status-wise.
about status.
Whoa, whoa, whoa! Still time
Yeah.
out.
Money
No.
wise, that's
No,
They,
that
no,
was-
not necessarily.
racket.
They didn't know
no,
what's happening.
no. What I'm saying
Tax
is, what I'm saying is, not like Chris Brown's baby mother. A lot of these baby mothers were middle. They're doing what? What's that?
Working at McDonald's.
Minimum
okay.
wage. They
Yeah,
get
working at
minimum
McDonald's.
wage,
Working
making
at
McDonald's,
$15
flipping
an
the
hour
burger.
or something. They get knocked up.
yeah.
That judge tells you because you, sir, make whatever
Yes.
amounts of money, you
That's
gotta
right.
pay $20,000
$50,000
a
a
month.
month.
First of all, what does my lifestyle got to do with her lifestyle? No,
Y'all
we
both
gon'
pay the
even
same
this
diaper
out.
price.
We gonna even this out because I worked hard to get where I'm at, not
No,
her.
see,
So
I-
she
Yeah.
does. And first of all, a
Custody.
kid don't need
That's
$20,000
no
a month.
50,000
So
some of them on.
It's their
confused.
lifestyle. They pay for
No,
the
no, no.
lifestyle.
That's
But
his
now we're talking about
lifestyle.
needs and wants. But
That's
now we're talking about
his
needs
He
and
should have
wants.
kept it to himself.
What
The
does
nigga
it-
he had
the
that
girl-
kid with her,
the-
it became her lifestyle.
Yo,
No,
a
no,
brand-
no.
I get
I could buy my
$15,000 a
kid
month.
Gucci, Prada, whatever. You, on the other hand, you better see what this $1,000 a month gonna
Yo,
do for you.
and a lot of them
Because-
just-
Nah, that's wicked though.
But every-
Nah, it's no way he walking around with $15,000
And
as
that's
a
a fact.
child.
A
is
nine-
gonna
That's
month-
a fact.
a 9-month
Mediocre.
old
Your money,
kid.
It's not happening.
Your money is not my money.
A 9-month-old kid or a
But it's
2-year-old
my child's
kid.
money though.
What they want is
I got my
So
own.
what he
nurturing.
needs,
Do
and
they
not
really
more
need?
than
Why
that.
would a kid
That's what I'm
need?
saying. That's
Why would a kid
excessive.
need all? There's no kid on this earth that needs all
Let me
of
say
that.
something
It's
though.
excessive.
They don't even
But
know what
stop,
it's for.
time out.
They don't
because
even
if they
know.
was together, that money would still be the child's. You only looking at it the way you looking at it because they're
No,
not
like I
together
said, he
and it's
could
being
still-
taken from
he
him.
could still buy
But
and
if they
do
was
everything
together,
same.
that child would still have that lavish lifestyle.
Lavish.
So why can't they
Keyword.
have a lavish
now
lifestyle
we-
because they're not with the parent?
He can still
What-
have that,
what
but
talking
the mother
about?
just the mother just
You
doesn't
know what we're
have to be
talking
in
about?
control
I
of that.
just
We're
look
talking
at
about
it
wants
as-
and needs.
Yeah.
We're talking about wants and needs. You know
No
what I'm saying?
child,
Good.
nobody needs.
Because
No adult.
if I was rich
no
and famous, I
child.
wouldn't even have a bank account in my name.
But
So-
what?
This guy
But
is
let me say this real quick.
Fonzie.
If
Take
if
me
they
for
were, but
it.
if they
I'm
were more
broke.
strict, if they were more
broke,
strict
baby.
on specifically, if they were more strict with the receipts and who it specifically came to, then they wouldn't get away. Some women, I'm not saying all, purposely get knocked up by these dudes too on
They
their
do.
part. So what I'm
85%
saying is,
of the women.
So what I'm trying to say is those specific women would not do it as often if they knew they couldn't get a cut of this money. It would be like, okay, well, if it's only going to the kid and they can't get nothing out of it and they can't pull whatever they want out of it, they wouldn't do it. They wouldn't do it. They
These
wouldn't do
guys
it.
is reckless. Did you hear about the basketball
But it's a
player
guy's
that
fault,
got
too.
robbed from sleeping with the
Yeah,
two women
yeah,
and she
yeah,
was naked?
yeah.
Y'all brought that
Yeah.
up, right? The last
Yeah.
show? Right, so look at him.
Wait,
look how
damn.
he could have impregnated one of them girls. One of
Exactly.
them girls turn around and get, oh, I'm having your baby. She taking him all the way to the bank. Who's at fault for that?
No,
It's a dude's fault on that.
Actually, he could win that because they set him up so he can have it locked up and plus get the kid.
If he can prove it.
But let's jump into this now.
No, I'm
First
proving
call
it. I'm
in.
too rich.
Call in at 929-337-6559. Once again, call in 929-337-6559 if you got something to say. Then we're going to jump into the next one. Like, this is getting kind of hot right now, but dating a coworker, though,
Is that off limits?
is that off limits here in 2019 because we.
I don't even know.
You know,
that's a
it used to
subject.
be taboo back
So
in the day.
silly.
It was. And plus with sexual harassment, you got to be careful. You can't say hi. You can't say, oh, you look nice today.
You still can't
People-
say that.
You know, yeah. So
I don't know if it's still I know before a lot of jobs used to have it like within their like company guidelines,
yeah,
but
yeah.
not
Every
all
job.
companies do it anymore because there's unless they just overlook it and they're
It's
just
not so
cool.
much. It's not so much company. It's a
It's
state. It's a federal regulation.
Well, then it has to be. Well, then it just got to be that
It's
when you
something that
work in
come
there,
from
that the
the-
people allow it because
Yeah,
I've
they
worked places
do.
where they just
be afraid.
Yeah.
Like they be
Afraid of what?
intimidated.
Yo, it usually doesn't
I
end
know.
well, man.
I know
It
a
usually doesn't end
woman
well.
that got hit on by her boss. He told her, "I got $20. Something comes sit on my lap," and she felt uncomfortable.
Oh, he's a creep.
And she quit because of that. I'm telling her like, no, I will own that goddamn store if that man says something to me like that. So things happen. And
Was that
people
his
are
first time
afraid.
saying
That's
that, or did he
sexual
say it
harassment. That's
before?
not dating.
No, like
That's sexual harassment.
like
that's
when like
different.
at certain
blatantly
jobs,
sexual
at certain
harassment.
jobs that I've worked at, the bosses have known that other employees were dating, but it was never told to them, or they never say like, "Y'all can't do that here." They'll see them like, "Oh,
Like I work for the state. I work at a state ran facility, and that's probably the most one of the ratchet places to ever work.
you talking
And you see the most nastiest things that go on there between people. But you got to mind your business
Mm-hmm.
because at the end of the day, I can't talk on what you and him doing, even though it ain't
and that's
supposed
why
to be
it's
going
just
on.
overlooked now."
Yeah, because you could say that I turned around and I harassed y'all. Or like say you wear that shirt. Oh, they would send you home if you wear that type of shirt to work because I can't even look at you and be like, that's a nice shirt. Because you're gonna be like, what you mean that's a nice shirt? Like with this. So it's been
That
real
is stupid.
crucial. It's real crucial. I can't hug you. I can't cheek to cheek. I can't touch your hand. I can't
Yeah.
rub
I
his
don't-
hand
Yeah,
like this
I
at
can't give
work.
you a hug.
This is sexual harassment.
Yeah.
You know?
Well, I dated a coworker one time, and probably more than once, but I learned I probably would never again because it's like, okay, when we cool, it's like, yo, you going to lunch? Let's go to lunch. All right, we can get something to eat. All right, yeah, it was cool. See you later. Things go wrong, like, so what is this? What is that? You know what I mean? I'm like,
They got
yo,
an attitude.
Yeah.
we had fun
They
at
throwing
lunch.
pins at you.
We come back.
Yeah.
Now
Telling
they
the
like
supervisor,
It
Yeah.
goes from like she was a secretary, so it goes from Mr. Stone. I got your message on the fax machine. Come get this shit. You know what I'm saying? Like,
Come get this shit.
and now you're making my work environment.
uncomfortable.
Uncomfortable.
So
It's
now-
not worth it, and that's how I eat.
to
And
tell
that's
you
how
the-
I eat.
to
That's
tell you
how I
the truth,
survive.
Just straight
But-
dead them. That's all.
but-
That's what I do.
But it's hard. But that's the thing with work, though. I
Don't
think
start
it's. But a lot of us been there before. So have I. And it's like if you date somebody at your job, now everything at home comes to work too. You have no
Yeah,
escape. So now
expect the
everything.
consequences.
So now if they got an attitude with you when y'all went on a date or something, or you was supposed to take her out and
yeah.
now you didn't. Now you see her at work, she gonna roll her eyes. Now everybody else is in
Your
your business.
business.
So
Yeah.
now everybody
That's-
looking at they can
that's-
see y'all's
that's
whole
where-
And my
vibe.
brother,
That's where I was getting.
I already don't want to go to work Monday morning.
Right.
Yeah, now you got to go to work and deal with
I
her
gotta
too.
go to work and deal with that.
Yeah,
That's
exactly.
exactly what
I
I'm talking about.
seen fights.
When you date
Nah,
someone in the
man.
workplace,
Cars
the
getting
only thing I
scratched up.
don't, the reason I
Nah,
stay away from
there
that is
should be
because
rules when you
I
date
don't
somebody
want
at the
my
workplace.
personal
I have
business
rules.
floating around that
Don't
office.
do
Yeah.
it.
Should be
And
rules when you date,
it
period.
has more to do than just me and your personal business. You get what I'm saying? When you start dating someone in the workplace, they gonna tell their friends in the workplace about what y'all do, what your
Exactly.
house is like, certain secrets. I don't need nobody in my business at work.
And
You
they
don't
gonna
need to know what I do, where I live, who I chill with, what I do in my
And
spare
not only
time.
telling
holiday
your
party
business,
gonna
the
be different.
fighting, when y'all disagree, it's gonna get. I done seen people cars get keyed up at work. I done seen tanks blow up at work. I done seen
You see-
women
wait, hold on,
fighting over
pause.
men at
She
work.
said a
I work
tank
at the
blew up?
psychiatric center.
You have
and
tanks at your job?
No, a gas tank.
Oh,
my
I thought you were
bad.
talking about
Oh.
like
We need a
I
tank
thought you
at
were
my
talking about
job.
tanks like the
I
ones
need-
that President Trump was bringing
I
on the
need a
lawn
tank.
at,
No, we
by the
need
White
a tank
House
at Bronx State Psychiatric.
on the National
Center.
Mall.
Wow.
I'm about to say,
No
I was like, you must
soldier
work in
tank.
Washington D.C. where they got tanks.
It gets ugly. It gets
I worked,
really, really
I worked
ugly.
at a call center. Call centers are the worst.
Yeah, they
Call
ratchet too.
centers
Well,
are
that's
the
ratchetcity.com.
worst. When I worked at a call center like maybe 2 years ago, there was a couple there and they had a relationship. Now, both of them were having an affair, first of all. They both were having an affair. But
Wow.
Got a caller. Oh.
their whole everything
got
was
a
just,
caller?
Someone on the line. Do. Caller.
That was so perfect.
All right, we're gonna bring in the call. Who's on?
Yo, what's good? What's real, family? It's Left Lane, baby. What's going on?
Uh-oh.
Hey,
What's
Mr.
up?
Left
what's up, what's up?
Lane.
Good morning.
Good morning. What's going
Rise
on?
and
Not much.
shine.
Listen, let me get short to the point because Therese getting on my nerves right now. But real quick, dating on the job, I ain't got no issue with it. But my thing is this: you got to be mature about the situation, because if I'm going to deal with you, I got to make sure that you ain't running around telling Sally, Jane, and Harry, and everybody else what's going on. What we go through is what we go through. If it don't work, it don't work. Like, you know, everybody can't handle that. So I feel like it's got to be the maturity level of her, of the chick. So if she's good with it, then I'm good with it.
You mean the maturity level of the chick or the maturity level of the guy?
But in my situation with the chick, though, but with me, in my situation with the chick, you gotta be mature enough. You gotta be able to handle it in case it don't work.
Yeah,
I don't need you trying to stab me in the back and trying to fuck up my money.
Have you ever dated on a job, Larry?
Why not? I don't see nothing wrong with it.
Okay.
I see nothing wrong with it.
Hey, left lane. I agree with that. It's on the outside, because I've done it before too, but then I've learned from doing that how people are just big babies. I'm talking about immature, like kindergarten level. I mean, I'm talking about gossip.
That's the world.
Things that's never even happened. They'll make up that happened between you because they hate.
They got
insecurities. When people hate on you, they'll make things up that never even existed, that never happened, just because they want to try to sabotage the relationship.
Yeah.
They'll say things that you're doing that you weren't doing. I've had all that happen. So
but
I'm like,
your caller make a good point about the maturity thing, because that's the thing. Like in the beginning, like, yo, we're just gonna have sex, eat lunch, that's it. Month 2, we're just gonna have. Month 7, so what are we? Yo, we still the same. What we agreed on. Like, you changing the whole contract.
Yeah, I've had that happen.
Yo.
I've had that happen to me before. Like in the first couple of weeks. So
men do that too.
I just wanted to add.
I've
We
had
all
that
catch
happen.
feelings. I've been in a situation
Black
where
men.
I asked her and she told me, like,
Bro.
I thought we was just like, yo, I got my own situation, boo boo. I'm like, yo, you're not gonna call me back? Like, yo, she dubbed me, you know what I mean? So I get it. I've been in that situation. We catch feelings.
Dating a coworker, that's what we're talking
I had
about.
to keep it real.
It's a real hot girl shit.
Nah, it's a fact.
Yo, it's crazy.
Like, nigga, you the one that told me.
Yeah.
It's just gonna be like this.
It's like it's unbelievable though, but it's so hard. Like, I couldn't believe the drama. Like, the president of the company knew. He didn't even know me personally. I became popular because of her.
Yeah.
It wasn't even. I was just like semi popular, but not like anywhere on that level. Because of her popularity, everybody, and they never used to go to me and ask me nothing. They used to always go, so how's Riley doing? They used to always ask, because they never wanted to ask me, go behind my back, or if they see me dealing with a customer, because you have to talk to everybody, old people, young people, people that you think is attractive, people that you think might not be attractive. If they see you having a conversation with somebody that they think is attractive and you're working, he was trying to get her number, run back. And they didn't know that she told me all this. So then you'll see those same people, and they're saying all this stuff behind their back, but then they look at you with a smile, yo, what's good, and like, wow.
Let me talk to you about a copy machine real quick.
So it's like you would see things out there that's like, wow. So a lot of dudes is more petty than females, that I understand when it comes to stuff like that. When they all want the same female, and especially when it's a male dominated type of place, and it's that one female that everybody wants. And if you got her, or especially if she's showing more interest for you, then you might even be for her. They'd be like, dang, he just downplaying it like it's nothing, and she really want him. But I wanted her for all these, and how he get it so easy. And then he used to come and ask her, like, so, what you see in him? Why you want him? I'm like, dudes hating like that?
Wow.
Like, but I learned that early.
That's because the privacy part got violated.
I had a situation like that, but it was with girls, and I was so shocked. Like, I dated a coworker, right? So, we did what grown people do. And I got asked about it. You feel me? I got asked about it, and I said, it was all right. All I said was it's all right, because I'm not going to go into detail about it. I'm not going to talk about it. I'm not going to let you know.
That was too much right there to say that.
They went.
She said you was trash.
They went because all of them went to him, and he was trying to talk to me.
Yeah, they was mad.
They all conjured up together. Oh, she said it was small, and she said this. So then he comes into work, walk right past me, attitude. I'm like, I'm lost.
He trashed you though, because that's all it took. His ego was hurt.
I said, you couldn't come say something. I said, first of all, what do I have to lie for?
He big mad.
I said, that's exactly. I'm like, I said it was okay, but I'm
That's
not gonna go into. I was like,
you
I'm like, you took that the way you wanted to take it, but it was just so crazy to me that
He really
literally.
liked you.
Did you tell him the truth though? That you didn't tell your coworkers that?
I did tell him that. I was
Okay.
like, I didn't say that. He was like, so why would they? And that's another thing. People don't like hearing what they think that they're supposed to hear. Like, you could tell a person, I didn't say that, but because that's what they want to believe,
Yeah, it's 'cause
it
they
doesn't
convinced
matter if
already.
you tell
It
them the
doesn't matter.
truth. They're gonna go by what they want to believe.
Right.
Because after I told him the story, he was like, so why would they say that? Why would they say that? Nobody would just make that up. I'm like, yeah.
What world
They
are you
would.
living in,
like,
buddy?
I don't understand what. So I was just like, yeah, at this point, I'm never ever gonna do that again.
And a coworker you dating too. Like if we're dating at work, and we're dating, and you be like, yo, let's go get something to eat. Oh, you went to lunch with her today? Like, it's just an uncomfortable environment. I'm like,
Very uncomfortable.
She's my coworker too.
I don't even want that type of energy around
Right?
me.
Like,
Yeah,
I
it's
don't
messy.
know.
I used to date somebody at work, and people used to like throw their little hints, like, "Oh, I see you with this person or that person." I never used to respond to none of that stuff because it's none of your business. Like, don't ask me nothing. Like, I don't care who you see me with.
They would never actually ask me though. They would always ask her because they feel like it's a softer landing to ask a woman. That's what the people will feel.
They try it.
So they would never ever ask me.
And we kind of keep our mouths shut a little more in certain situations,
exactly. I always
depending
kept
on
my
the
mouth
situation. Like
I have
rappers
a
love to go
question,
town. Yo,
what is dating to everybody though? Because dating, y'all sound like y'all talking about a relationship than dating. Because dating to me is when I'm dating most
bro,
people.
dating is a
dating.
relationship.
Dating
is a relationship.
No.
Coworkers
Really
is a relationship.
Because this day and age, dating is casual stuff. Like, dating is not me.
Even at that time, I still considered it. It wasn't like official. It was just like you're just doing your thing. But when it's at work,
Oh, you can
people
take
feel
one
like
person.
people still ask me about that. It was just a casual dating. People asked me about 12 years ago. This happened, and people still ask about that. I'm like, that wasn't even the only person I was dating. It was just y'all seeing this person. It wasn't y'all, but that's how they make it. So, I mean,
Shout out to the caller.
Right?
Yeah, that was Left Lane. He's
Lane.
normally one of our co-hosts on here too.
Oh, I think I know who you're talking about.
Yeah, he was
Larry.
at the event.
Yeah.
So
Absolutely.
yeah, so but yeah, it is what it is. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, we gonna get ready to wrap this up. It's definitely some.
Do you have a final message or anything?
If you're gonna sleep with a coworker, do it with the boss.
Imagine
And
if you
if
get
you're
on child
gonna-
support from a coworker. Oh my god.
And
Then the boss is gonna get in trouble.
Nah, you wanna know why? Because I'm getting raises and position changes and all of that. I'm starting at the
For
top.
real.
I'm not messing with no.
You know what though? I will have to admit,
CEO, let's go.
one time in my prior life, that was an interesting experience with not all the way highest up, but it was somebody higher than me. That was a kind of a.
That's the
interesting
only
thing.
risk I'm taking
Yeah, that
because
was
I'm
interesting.
not getting fired.
That was
I'm
good.
coming
That's a
in
good
late.
point.
Nothing. No.
That's a
Nope.
good point.
That's
Another
the
message.
only time I'm
So
risking
you
it.
wouldn't date with the secretary, but VP of administration?
Absolutely, because I want you to try me. I try it.
We both getting fired.
I feel the other way. I've been
This
hit
whole
on and
company gonna
stuff.
be called Wednesdays. Don't
I've
play
been
with
hit
me.
on and stuff by the doctors at my job, but I won't date them because they have this condescending attitude.
Yeah,
To
like she
people
wants
that
me.
don't have a degree or didn't go to school for 12 years or 23 years of
I'm
their
gonna
life.
date his boss, whoever
So-
owned the doctor.
Nah, but what I'm saying, sometimes the
beneath me.
bosses, that's how they treat you. They not really like, if you're not on their level and they sleeping with you, they not really looking at you as an equal. They just looking at
you
you
don't
as
have to.
Yeah.
satisfaction.
You don't have
They won't
to
try to
until
talk
I
to
start
the VP.
blackmailing
No, they not gonna try to talk to
Yeah,
you.
because she's.
on the
I
same
get it.
level.
That's a
You
good
know
point.
what I mean? So it's like it's a situation.
You taking
It's a
advantage of your
sticky-
status.
yeah.
Yeah.
And that's where they go wrong with the right chick.
That's how you become a basketball wife.
That's how you
True.
listen. Go ahead, downplay.
VPs, where you at?
Oh man. Y'all funny, yo.
So we're gonna wrap it up with that. Basically, if you're gonna do it, date somebody higher.
Yes.
So they
Make
can get
sure
in
you know
trouble.
who you dating.
If you're
child
gonna
support
date,
hit
if you're gonna date your coworker,
Yeah. That's how
if you're gonna date your coworker, Wednesday said date somebody higher.
Listen.
And I guess the same thing with child support. If you're gonna mess around with somebody that you're
Don't-
uncomfortable
don't
with,
be broke.
you better do it with somebody that's on a higher level
And
than
that's
you.
a fact.
Oh,
Do it, make it as a come up, I guess. So
who
That's a
taking
great-
their wife
great
to
wrap
court
up.
for child
That's a great
support?
summary.
yeah,
Who is
that's the way to
Some
do
guy.
it if you're gonna
Mary
do
J.
it.
Blige.
Yeah,
What's Mary's husband name?
Right, what is his?
He
What
took
is
her
Wait, hold on.
child
Why
support.
y'all, why
He
y'all
a
trying to put
slouch.
him on blast? Was he a guy that's doing it?
Because
Yeah.
that's corny. Because this is not her kids, and he don't want to
Yeah.
get a
But
job.
she not
He
do
just
that
wanna-
all the-
'cause
all the
he just
time.
wanna
Yeah,
be
but
a
we can't be
bum.
biased. If she wrong, if they wrong, then he wrong
Yeah,
too.
he just want to be a bum.
But I'm saying, Well,
It's whack. It's
I'm
whack.
saying.
He literally
Y'all making
said
sure he's being put
no.
on blast. What about all the females?
All right.
that do
What
it?
about his real
You're
baby
not
mother?
nothing
What about his real
on
baby
blast.
mother? Is she on child support?
No. It's because it's Mary, and Mary
'Cause it's
got
Mary-
money.
'cause it's
At
Mary
that
J.
point,
Blige.
Okay, so females allowed to be gold diggers and
I ain't
guys
say
can't.
nobody-
That's
No.
not what we said. We said
Nah.
they're wrong too.
Right is right and wrong is
Right.
wrong all
To
the
each his
time.
Right.
Both is
Wait,
wrong.
hold up. This is America. Everything's wrong.
I'm telling
What
him.
country you live
On
in?
that note, yo, let's leave the handles. Dritty, you crazy, man.
It's our
It's like
first
slavery
morning show.
started here.
It was
We-
nice.
Yeah,
it
it's a good morning.
was.
Yeah,
It's a
morning's
good
actually not
morning.
that
Wake up,
bad.
America.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah, wake
man.
up on what's real.
Wake up,
That's what it is.
everybody.
The brunch club.
No, I can't sing, so that'd have to be Keita's.
Hey, let's be friends.
She
Get
keeps it
money.
real on what. Why don't you give them your handle so they can find you Wednesday?
So my
Yes.
Instagram is _OMG.
Where you
It's
get the name
Wednesday.
from?
Wednesday. I used to wear black all the time.
Oh, Wednesday. From
And
the
one
Addams
day,
family.
like years ago, I used to wear black all the time. Not
Addams
gothic, I just like the
family.
way black looked. So one day someone was like, "Okay,
was a
Wednesday."
cool kid, though.
So I said, "I don't know who Wednesday is, but she better be cute."
She's cool.
And then-
She's funny.
And then I said, "From the Addams family?" He was like, "Yes." I said, "That's different. I'm gonna run with that because girls always want to have a sexual name. Something always got to be Barbie this, Kitty this, Candy this."
Right.
Wednesday
Pum
was
Pum
just
this.
so.
Genuine 69.
Wednesday was just so simple, but
Or about
such an
or
attention grabber.
candy or something.
Fat Pum Pum.
Yeah.
And then my Twitter is I don't never remember this thing. It's Miss Wednesday and then _ MS Wednesday _ So that's where
What's
you can
yours?
find me.
And what's yours, Dritty?
DrittyDiamond.net. Right on the internet and on your phone.
Yeah, Judy Diamond.
All right, and Miss Nikita.
Forever Chosen. Make sure you go listen to Models streaming on all platforms.
And Mr. Bobby.
Yes, I'm Bobby Stone, the leader of the new
Bobby
old school.
Stone.
You can follow me on Instagram at Bobby Stone Music. I just pressed the wrong button after all of this. You can find me on Instagram at Bobby Stone Music. You can find me on Twitter at Bobby Stone Music.
Bobby
Facebook Bobby
Stone.
Stone. YouTube.
Follow that
Definitely
man.
go on YouTube. And
Ask about him.
I got a Tinos Radio app, man. We
That's
play
right.
indie artists. Definitely download the app. And thank you. Tinos Radio.
And mine, real quick, Smooth Operator 1982.
Smooth operator.
Oh, see, he got one of them names.
Yeah, Smooth Operator 1982.
Now, he is a smooth
And,
brother, though. He is smooth.
That is also, and then follow What's Real RV as well. That's the other Instagram page. So just follow all that. Just check us out next time. Let us know how y'all feel. And don't forget to like, share, follow everything that we're doing. We also have a What's Real page on Facebook. So check that out as well. And we'll be back. We're trying to do this on Sundays. So, we're just going to let everybody know. Thank you for tuning in. And we'll be back in the near future. We'll be letting everybody know when we're coming back on. But it'll be on Sundays from this point on. And we'll let y'all know. So, once again, thank you for tuning in. Child Support, Dating a Coworker.
Ciao. Deuces.
Adios.
And that's a wrap.
Getting up at 7 something on a Sunday.